First of all, guys, Fat Man Scoop, what was your initial reaction to the first allegations about Sandusky when McCreary sees him in the shower? He's apparently raping a 12-year-old boy. What was your initial reactions to that?
It was discussed. How do you look at someone getting raped in a shower and you're all right with that?
Yeah.
What kind of person are you? And how do you look at yourself in the mirror and that be okay?
Yeah. Jacob, what was your initial reaction?
Well, my initial reaction, it's kind of an interesting perspective because when I was 13, I had an illicit affair with a teacher 20 years my senior. It had a terrible, terrible effect on me.
Oh, wow.
And I think the thing that really affected me the most was the stigma from society about being someone that was involved in something like that.
So you were involved with something similar like this.
Yeah, and everyone was talking like I was a victim, and it just made me feel like, the moments that I shared with Mrs. Witherspoon, it made me feel like they were much worse than I remembered, and I had to relive it because of it, So I kind of think like it's important that it's kind of a duty, from my perspective, that we don't really talk about how terrible this is, because if the boys get wind of it, they're just going to feel worse because society's going to look at them as victims.
What would you have done if you were McCreary and you saw these actions?
If I would have caught him in the showers, I would have done one or two things. If I didn't think that I could beat him, I would have definitely got an equalizer, like a stick or something like that. Guaranteed, you would have definitely been getting the ass whooping coming out of that shower.
Took him right off the board.
If it was 2011, the first thing that I think I would have done, I would have grabbed my camera phone and I may have wasted 15, 20 seconds videotaping what you did. So when I whip your ass and the cops are getting at me for assault, I'm going to be like, before you decide that you want to lock me up, take a look at this.
What about you, Jason?
Yeah, and that's something I got to talk to because Mrs. Witherspoon filmed several of our encounters, and those were brought up during the proceedings. And I just have to say that was even worse. It was even worse to have all these people watch that. I mean, because everyone was telling me how terrible I was.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I understand what you're saying about man on boy and all that stuff, but people don't. People can know they're gay really young. I don't know if these kids are gay or not.
What was your reaction to the rioting of Paterno?
Well, I think that colleges are really extremely liberal places, and I'm sure that most of the reaction was in response to what I kind of see as blatant homophobia. They're just mad because it was a man and a boy. Like I said, if it was a man and a woman, if it was a woman like with me and Mrs. Witherspoon, everyone's okay with it all of a sudden. But the other way around, it's not cool. And I don't know these boys, and if I caught him in the shower, I'd have to watch for a little, to be like, wait, is this a mutual thing? Or, I wouldn't be filming it. I wouldn't film it.
All right. Jacob, check this out. You can't tell me that you're going to see a boy in the shower with a grown-ass man and you're going to say, is this mutual?
Sandusky, he was on Bob Costas. He admits to showering with boys. He admits to touching their legs and things. Jacob, your thoughts?
Those... God, it just brings Miss Witherspoon in the shower and...
Did you have a similar...
The passion and just, the skin, the muscles, the steam, the romance.
This is disgusting. Oh, God.
It's just...
Fat Man Scoop, can you believe this guy?
Oh, my God.
You know something? My thing is I don't know whether to believe him or not. But all I can tell you is this, and I'll leave you on this note.
All right.
I'll leave you on this note, okay? He sounds crazy.